Hi, I'm Yulia Hanansen, and this is Mosaic Arts Online. In this workshop, I will show you how to make a portrait of a flower using a close-up view of a poppy. This is the finished mosaic. This is the mosaic in progress that I will show you how to make. This workshop is good for beginners, intermediate, and advanced levels of mosaic making. I will walk you through an image selection. So we'll start with digital image. There's also, you can use painting or a drawing. I will show you how to enhance your image so it's suitable for mosaic making. And while we're doing this, we will also need to think what glass we're going to be using. So I will show you how to build a color gradient that represents a variety of colors. We will discuss the substrates that can be used for your workshop. We'll also learn how to transfer your design onto the substrate. I will talk in detail about how to use the tools and how to do it appropriately. We will also talk about troubleshooting. If something goes wrong, how do you deal with that? I will talk about the color selection in detail and the qualities of glass. And as a result, I will show you how to cut glass in my signature brushstroke cut. We will talk about different shapes possible. So I have a drawing for that. And I also have lots of examples how to do this. And once you have prepared the library of your glass, we'll have a lot of that, you will be able to weave those colors into an image. And we'll also shade that, so it will go from dark to light or light to dark. And I'll show you how to do that. As the final touch to your mosaic, I will show you how to use the background and how to create the background that actually works with your piece, so your flower stands out, like in this image. And finally, I will show you how to grout this image on camera in 3 different grouts. And how to put it all together. We will talk about the grouts available and what's appropriate for the wall piece. Once you learn this process, it can be applied to a variety of flowers. In the next section is a PDF file that lists all the materials and tools that are necessary for creating your mosaic. There's also the list of resources where you can get the glass, and I also put down the description of glass that we use so you kind of know what glass properties are. So let's get started and have fun learning.
Yulia, thank you so much for coming to Mosaic Arts Online. This is incredible. We have wanted you here for a long time, and now you're here with the flower mosaic. I am so excited for everyone to be able to see your work and how you create these and teach and all of that.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. And I am very happy to be in the Mosaic Arts Online studio here, filming this workshop, because I would love to share my secrets on flower making with everyone.
But before we get started to talk a little bit about the workshop, let's talk a little bit about your past and how you got started as a mosaic artist.
Of course. So I got started early on. I've been making professional mosaics since 2001, but I have made a lot more mosaics before. My both parents are mosaic artists. They live in New York City, and they do have a large mosaic studio there making projects. So I've learned my art from them. I was trained in classical mosaics using smalty stone and stained glass. And when I opened my own business, which is Mosaic Sphere Studio, in 2001, I started deviating from my regular techniques and started inventing my own and branched out. And now I work with stained glass a lot. I work with smalty and stone a little bit, but my main product that I use is the stained glass.
And you do have 1 or 2 fine art degrees, masters.
I do. I started with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts, and I did it in printmaking, drawing, and painting. I also have 2 master's degrees in fine arts. So one is MA, and another one is MFA. My last degree is from Columbia University, where I did my Master's of Fine Arts degree. I was trained as a printmaker, and I also did a lot of painting and photography. What I find very useful in having so many different skills is that I can bring all of them into mosaic making.
Yes.
So I've been doing that, and I've been teaching mosaic arts as well for many years, ever since I opened my studio since 2001. And I've probably taught hundreds and hundreds of people by now this art. And I'm very, very happy to be with Mosaic Arts Online.
So tell me a little bit more, elaborate on, this is the flower that is made during the online course. This one is one of her fine art pieces that we brought here just to show everybody how you can really practice a lot you get to here. But if you're a beginner or intermediate advanced, Yulia walks you through the steps on this one from a blank substrate all the way through. But I want you to explain to the students really what they're going to get out of all of this to create this.
Well, first and foremost, I want to tell you, do not ever get intimidated.
Right.
You are learning, and learning process is hard, but it's all achievable. So no matter what level you're on, you should be able to do something, and as long as you improve, you keep on improving, that's progress, and that's what you want. Even with the professional artists, we always try to improve. We always try to achieve something else, and then we're happy about it. So I will teach you how to do all the steps. So for example, we do have the image that you can work from, and how do you select that. You will get a thorough instruction on that, how to cut glass. The video shows you exactly what to do, so please don't get intimidated. This technique takes some practice in order to cut pieces appropriately, so you do need to practice them. If you are learning, or if you already know the Hammer and Hardy technique, how much practice it takes.
Right.
I would say this takes some practice, and sometimes more and sometimes less than learning Hammer and Hardy.
And so you're known for your signature brushstroke cut. Yeah. How did you create that? That is a signature thing that one day you just cut something and you knew how you could paint basically with stained glass. So explain that to everybody.
Well, it is my favorite type of cut, and I usually work with this cut because a lot of my commissions are about flowers, and I also do layered glass mosaics that also use this cut. How I picked that cut and made it my favorite is through the choice of glass. So in different countries, we have different materials. In Italy, we have lots of smalty and stone, and all the mosaics that we learned kind of come from there, a lot of that. And the stained glass can be used as smalty or stone, so it could be cut in squares, but there is more to it. So I looked at that and I said, I could cut this into a square and do my mosaic or imitate smalty. Or I could cut it into something else. It yields itself to cuts like this, so I can cut even larger piece and be fine with that. So I can use the whole sheet if I want. There's a lot of flexibility in this cut, and it could be large or small. You can do them this size or this size.
And how you get them all to fit together so beautifully. So this piece is not grouted. This one is, she teaches you how to grout this piece with 3 different colors. It's a pretty incredible technique to learn. And so learning how they all fit together and give you that painterly flow is just beautiful. And there's so much information in this course as far as the center, how to work from the center out. I can't tell you like how invaluable this course could be if you really want to get into this kind of flower mosaic. So I can't thank you enough for coming here, and Mosaic Arts Online is only more enriched for having you here.
Thank you, Tammy, and thanks for inviting me here to teach the class.
Absolutely.